Get ready to rock and roll because it's night 2 of the 2-night episode special on Dancing with the Stars. It's Hair Metal Night. How's it going, guys? It's Eric Sharkey, aka the Dancing with the Stars superfan, back with another video. And I already did an episode recap on Soul Train Night, and now we are going to be recapping Hair Metal Night. Also, if you guys like this video, or if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, and smash that like button, and ring that bell to get notified for more Dancing with the Stars content from my channel. Our guest judge is Kiss legend Gene Simmons. He plays the bass, and he is known as the Demon, and the 11 couples dance to rock and roll hit songs that you've heard before. First up is Danny and Whitney dancing the Paso Doble to Livin' on a Prayer by Bon Jovi. Bruno said he needed to add some artistry in that dance. Carrie-Anne loved the attack as well as the attitude, but he needs some finesse. And Derek noticed some tiny issues in that dance. I also noticed that there were some issues in that dance as well, and I also found out that he lost his timing. Even though he had a little bit of trouble of trying to take off his jacket towards the end of the dance, the good thing is he got right back on track. For their Paso Doble, they received 7s from Carrie-Anne, Derek, and Bruno, and a 9 from Gene, giving them a 30 out of 40 and a 2-night total of 60 points. Next up is Reggie and Emma dancing the cha-cha to I Wanna Rock by Twisted Sister. Carrie-Anne said this dance blew her away even though he lost his balance. Derek said he had all the moves and it was great, and Gene loves the attitude, and he mentioned that everyone loves him, which is true, everyone loves Reggie. In my opinion about the dance, it was simple, and I'm definitely sure they both had fun with this dance. For their cha-cha, they receive a 6 from Carrie-Anne and 5s from Derek, Gene, and Bruno, giving them a 21 out of 40 and a 2-night total of 42 points. Next up is Chandler and Brandon dancing the jive to We're Not Gonna Take It by Twisted Sister. Derek said she's a league of her own, but towards the end of the dance, she lost a little bit of steam, and Bruno wants the kicks and flicks to be a bit sharper. It started off so well for the both of them like as usual, but I did notice she messed up on one of her kicks towards the end of the dance. Other than that, it was still a good dance. For their jive, they receive 8s from Carrie-Anne, Derek, and Bruno, and a 9 from Gene, giving them a 33 out of 40 and a 2-night total of 69 points. Next up is Brooks and Gleb dancing the cha-cha to Nothing But a Good Time by Poison. Gene loved her vibe and her personality. This dance made Bruno take his jacket off, and he also said this dance improved all the way. Carrie-Anne loved how she was focused, and Derek loved every single content in that dance. This dance was so much better than her previous dance because she not only attacked the dance, she hit all the moves and tricks perfectly, especially her using a dance pole in the beginning, which I thought it was pretty cool. For their cha-cha, they received all 8s from Carrie-Anne, Derek, and Bruno, and a 9 from Gene, giving them a 33 out of 40 and a 2-night total of 61 points. Next up is Steven and Riley dancing the foxtrot to Here I Go Again by Whitesnake. Bruno wanted him to be a bit more relaxed, and he did. And Derek noticed that his frame has improved as well as his timing. I knew that he was going to improve in this dance because he has listened to the judges on what he should improve on, and he did just that. I also like that pommel horse trick that he did onto the ballroom dance floor. For their foxtrot, they received all 8s from the judges, giving them a 32 out of 40 and a 2-night total of 62 points. Next up is Dwight and Daniela dancing the Paso Doble to Walk This Way by Aerosmith. Carrie-Anne said he was back in the game, and she loved everything about the dance. Derek said he was the comeback king, and he said it was his best dance by far, and Gene said that Paso Doble was a slam dunk. Although Bruno liked the dance as well, he told him that he needs to work on his hands, but in my opinion, this dance was definitely a major comeback from his previous dance. He was confident, and he was definitely on point. For their Paso Doble, they received an 8 from Carrie-Anne and 7s from Derek, Gene, and Bruno, giving them a 29 out of 40 and a 2-night total of 52 points. Next up is Eric and Britt dancing the Paso Doble to Cherry Pie by Warrant. Derek admired his determination, but he did lose his timing. Bruno noticed there was a lot of content, and he said it was a good effort dance. And Carrie-Anne noticed some mistakes in that dance, but the good thing is, she loved some things in that dance. Although it did have some more content to it, it was an A for effort dance despite some mistakes in that paso doble. For their paso doble, they received 6s from Carrie-Anne and Jean and 5s from Derek and Bruno, giving them a 22 out of 40 and a 2-night total of 46 points. Next up is Alona and Alan dancing the jive to Come On Feel the Noise by Quiet Riot. Jean said it was magnificent, and Bruno said she went wrong in some areas in that jive. Although there were a few mistakes in that jive, the most important thing is they got through that dance, and that's all that matters. For their jive, they received 7s from Carrie-Anne and Jean and 6s from Derek and Bruno, giving them a 26 out of 40 and a 2-night total of 56 points. Next up is Jen and Sasha dancing the paso doble to The Final Countdown by Europe. Bruno said it was electrifying, Carrie-Anne said Jen did better than she expected from her, and Derek loved every single content in that dance, especially the knee walks. Her previous dance was great, but this dance was even better. I loved the way she attacked the dance, and Sasha did a phenomenal job with that choreography. For their paso doble, they received 8s from Carrie-Anne, Derek, and Bruno, and a 7 from Jean, giving them a 31 out of 40 and a 2-night total of 62 points. Next up is Fedra and Val dancing the paso doble to You Give Love a Bad Name by Bon Jovi. Carrie-Anne said it was another strong performance, but she did notice a few mistakes, and Bruno also noticed some mistakes as well. Also, both Carrie-Anne and Bruno said she needs to work on her shaping, but other than that, it was a good paso doble even though there were a couple of errors. For their paso doble, they received 7s from Carrie-Anne, Derek, and Bruno, and a 5 from Jean, giving them a 26 out of 40 and a 2-night total of 56 points. When Jean pulled out that 5, Fedra was like, "What?" And the fans' reaction says it all. And last up is Joey and Jenna dancing the tango to Rock You Like a Hurricane by Scorpions. Derek said it was one of the greatest tangos that he has ever seen in a male contestant. Bruno said he was the leader of the pack, and Carrie-Anne said it was phenomenal. In the beginning of the dance, he was playing the drums because he played the drums when he was younger. Now let's talk about the dance. That tango was so powerful. I loved the intention in that dance, and it was an exciting way to end Hair Metal Night. We've seen him do backflips and now playing the drums. Wow! Joey has been so much fun to watch this season. For their tango, they received all 9s from the judges, giving them a 36 out of 40 and a 2-night total of 70 points. Now that we got to all the dances, let's take a look at the leaderboard. At the top of the leaderboard are Joey and Jenna with 36 points. A two-way tie for second with 33 points are Brooks and Gleb, and Chandler and Brandon. Steven and Riley with 32 points. Jen and Sasha with 31 points. Danny and Whitney with 30 points. Dwight and Daniela with 29 points. A two-way tie with 26 points are Alona and Alan, and Fedra and Val. Eric and Britt with 22 points. And at the bottom are Reggie and Emma with 21 points. Adding up to their scores from both nights are Joey and Jenna at the top with 70 points, Chandler and Brandon with 69 points. A two-way tie with 62 points are Jen and Sasha, and Steven and Riley. Brooks and Gleb with 61 points, Danny and Whitney with 60 points. A two-way tie with 56 points are Alona and Alan, and Fedra and Val. Dwight and Daniela with 52 points, Eric and Britt with 46 points, and Reggie and Emma at the bottom with 42 points. So the best dances of the night were Joey Grazade, Chandler Kinney, Steven Nederazic, and Jen Tran. And the improvement of the night is Brooks Nader. Reggie and Emma, Eric and Britt, and Alona and Alan were in jeopardy, while the remaining 8 couples were safe and moving on to next week. Alona and Alan were the last to be called safe, while the other 2 couples in the bottom 3 were eliminated. Emma and Britt both did a good job with their partners, and most importantly, I'm glad Reggie got to do the show as well as Eric because he had been waiting for 2 decades to be on the show, and he finally got the chance. As per Reggie, when he stepped onto that dance floor for the very first time, he captured the hearts of Dancing with the Stars fans, and that's a really good thing. And he was able to give the younger viewers a message that age is just a number and there's no limitations whatsoever. Next week will be dedication night, and our guest judge will be 3-time Dancing with the Stars champion, Mark Ballas. And there's also going to be a special dance number featuring Derek Cuff, and Haley Erber. So that's going to be very, very exciting. And after that will be Disney night and the return of the team dances. So be sure to tune in to next week. I have a feeling next week we'll get to see our first 10 of the season. Do you guys think so? Let me know in the comments below. So that'll do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Eric Sharkey, aka the Dance Quiz Star Superfan. Catch you next time.